Truck tips over on State Route 143. Sex offender faces dozens of new charges, and Utah Supreme Court overturns death sentence.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Amy Bennett. A large construction truck tipped over near Bryan Head, causing traffic delays on Thursday. The incident, reported at 11:30 a.m., involved a semi-tractor with a crane, commonly used in roofing operations. Deputy Jared Burton of the Bryan Head Marshal's Office said that the crash occurred near mile marker 14 as the driver was heading too fast around a corner. The driver sustained minor injuries and was taken to a hospital. The truck, however, was significantly damaged. 47-year-old Matthew Christian Radcliffe was arrested following an undercover law enforcement operation targeting users suspected of possessing child sexual abuse material. Radcliffe, who had previously served time in federal prison for similar crimes, was apprehended during a traffic stop in St. George. The investigation revealed that Radcliffe had been attempting to obtain and share child abuse material online and had arranged to meet an 11-year-old boy. He faces 27 felony charges, including 26 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor and 1 count of enticing a minor for sexual activity. Radcliffe remains in custody without bail, and the case is under review by the Washington County Attorney's Office. The Utah Supreme Court overturned the death sentence of Douglas Lovell, convicted of murdering Joyce Yost in 1985 to prevent her from testifying against him in a rape case. The court ruled that Lovell had ineffective legal representation during his 2015 sentencing, particularly concerning testimonies about his excommunication from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which prejudiced the jury. While Lovell's conviction was upheld, the case was sent back to a lower court for resentencing, leaving it unclear if he will face the death penalty again. Lovell had been twice convicted of capital murder and sentenced to death by lethal injection, which he appealed. This decision comes as another Utah death row inmate, Tabarin Dave Honey, awaits a parole board's decision on whether to commute his death sentence to life in prison. Now we'll go to Jill Paulson for your Friday update on what's going on with the Southern Utah real estate market.
Staging a home is crucial when trying to sell it because it helps potential buyers envision themselves living in the space. A well-staged home can highlight its best features, create a sense of warmth and appeal, and make the property stand out in the market. It often leads to quicker sales and higher offers by presenting the home in its best light, demonstrating its full potential and helping buyers form an emotional connection with the property. Stay updated on the Southern Utah real estate market every Wednesday and Friday here on News at 5.
Thanks, Jill. A local conservation group in collaboration with Washington County's leading water agency and home builders is showcasing homes with water-efficient desert gardens through the Parade of Gardens Southern Utah Tour. Here's Maury Kessler with the story.
Promoting conservation practices and showing how attractive and water-efficient desert landscaping can be is a goal of the upcoming Parade of Gardens Southern Utah Tour set for this September. Organized by Conserve Southwest Utah in collaboration with the Washington County Water Conservancy District and other groups, the tour will feature homes around Washington County whose residents have embraced water-wise landscaping. Among those opening their homes to the tour are Joe Hoy of Ivins and St. George resident Molly Graff.
We have folks that come into the community here, or our neighborhood, and they're looking around possibly to buy. A lot of them will stop by and they'll ask me questions about obviously why we like living here and all that. But then they'll also be asking me some questions about they really like what the garden looks like, is it hard work, and stuff like that. And I basically say it's the best thing to do.
I think we could be doing a lot more in Utah to conserve water and yet still have beautiful gardens. It's been done other places for decades, and I think we're a little behind the game at this point, and I hope I can help in some small way show people that you can have a lovely landscape that you enjoy, that your family enjoys, that your friends enjoy, that still conserves water. So when they came up with this, it's like, oh, you might like to see mine because so many of my plants are 10, 12, quite a few years old. So this is what an established desert landscape can look like.
Washington County Water Conservancy District Conservation Manager Doug Bennett said he appreciates the idea of people sharing their experiences with desert landscaping and conserving water through it with their neighbors.
So this is ideal when people are sharing their ideas, their knowledge, their exploration, and their enthusiasm with their own neighbors.
The Parade of Gardens will run from September 20th to 22nd and will feature locations from Ivins to Hurricane and elsewhere in between.
Thanks, Maury. Thousands attended Southern Utah University's Pioneer Legacy Celebration on Wednesday night, featuring 110 local volunteer performers in a youth-focused pageant honoring pioneer history. We'll go to Jeff Richards for more on the celebration.
Produced by members of the Osmond family, the Pioneer Legacy Celebration featured more than 100 local cast members. It included an impressive flyover by the SUU Aviation fleet of helicopters and airplanes, after which performers danced and acted their way through a series of scenes that highlighted the history of Utah, particularly southern Utah, Cedar City, and neighboring communities.
As the pipe.
A rousing fireworks show capped off the evening. After the finale, producers Merrill and Justin Osmond said they plan on bringing the show back to Cedar City again next year.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Amy Bennett with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.